The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, claims that cerebral palsy, CP, is the most common motor disability in childhood. It also says at least 1 in 1,000 kids are born with some level of CP. Nowadays, even with all the technology and research, the medical costs for people with CP can be 10 times higher than those who don't have it. For people with CP and intellectual disabilities, it's up to 26 times higher. Yes, their lives aren't easy. They face physical, emotional, and professional challenges that should be long gone if we live in an inclusive society. But there was a time when people didn't even know what CP was. Although researchers trace cases back to ancient civilizations, such as the Romans, the Egyptians, and the Greeks. And we still have a lot to fight for, but it wouldn't have been possible for people with CP and their advocates to be where they are today if it weren't for certain people. In this video, we will show you the greatest minds behind an important discovery. What is CP? CP is a group of disorders that affect a person's ability to move and maintain balance and posture. It is caused by abnormal brain development or damage to the developing brain that affects the muscle's ability to control. The symptoms of CP vary with intensity. For example, someone with a severe case might need to use special equipment to walk or might not be able to walk at all and might need lifelong care. However, someone with a mild or light condition might walk a little awkwardly, but not need any exceptional help. CP lasts forever, and although it doesn't worsen, the symptoms can change with time. Many researchers, one pioneer. In the ancient world, Hippocrates made the first medical description of cerebral palsy. However, the first person to dedicate himself to studying it was William John Little. Little was born at the Red Lion Inn in Whitechapel. His parents, John and Hannah, were the inn's proprietors. Dr. Little himself had a clubfoot and various illnesses from childhood, including polio. So, he decided to turn his experiences into a lifelong project to understand and help others with similar symptoms and conditions. He was an apothecary's apprentice as a young man, surrendering his indentures at 18 and entering medical school at the London Hospital. He was admitted to the Royal College of Surgeons in 1832. In 1840, he received a much-desired job as a surgeon at the London Hospital. In the same year, he opened the world's first hospital dedicated solely to treating orthopedic disorders. It's later known as the Royal Orthopaedic Hospital of London. In 1893, Little resigned from his post at the London Hospital, but he still practiced as a surgeon and he continued his research. He retired because of his progressing deafness and moved to Kent, where he died in July of 1894. William Little was married to Eliza Templin. They had 11 children. 7 survived into adulthood. 2 of his sons continued his orthopedic mission. And in 1918, one of them, Ernest Muirhead Little, became the first president of the British Orthopedic Association. He was the first person ever to study the condition we now call CP, but he didn't name it as that. Instead, it was known as Little's disease until Dr. William Osler coined that term in 1888. Little's research, his experience as a patient and a doctor, particularly in treating young children, resulted in a series of papers describing children suffering from spasticity and stiffness of extremities, deformities of upper and lower extremities, paresis, and paralysis. And his experience grew. Little classified children's disorders into hemiplegia, diplegia, sometimes known as Little's diplegia, and tetraplegia. He made the connection between bone, joint, and muscle deformities and disorders of the neurological system, associating these disorders with prematurity, difficult delivery, in particular forceps delivery, as well as perinatal asphyxia and tremors. After William, other famous doctors, such as Dr. Sigmund Freud, a world-renowned psychiatrist and neurologist, started studying CP. Freud stated that CP might be caused by abnormal development before birth. However, he hypothesized that something might have occurred during fetal development and that CP was associated with other disorders, such as intellectual disabilities, visual impairments, and seizures. Although CP cases can be traced back to ancient times, It was only in the 19th century that William John Little, who suffered from physical impairment, decided to dedicate his life to improving other people's lives through his discoveries. Thanks to him, other doctors such as William Osler and Freud could go deeper into CP and confirm or deny some of Little's theories. But it was all due to him. And that is all for now. Thank you for watching. Please share this video with all the people you know who can support someone with developmental disabilities. Remember, First Choice Family Services is your information resource for the DSP industry.